What's up, everybody? Michael Phoenix here, popping up a quick editorial on this is beyond the home stretch of local elections. Few days left until here in Lehigh Valley and across the country on the local level. The leaders are, who's going to lead and lead us are decided. But there's something here in the Lehigh Valley, especially in the Allentown area, with everything that's going, with a lot of things that are happening in that area, in there, that it's just something. Again, this is an editorial, this is personal opinion, nothing more. And by the way, standing outside the Westgate Mall here on Shanersville Road in Bethlehem, chilly but gorgeous, almost November morning. But anyway, get right to the point. One thing I've taken notice to, I've attended a few, between the primaries and now the elections, with the magazine I've attended several events here, political events in the Lehigh Valley here. And one thing I don't understand, especially in the Allentown area, is a lot of the candidates are jumping, are saying, okay, well, especially lately, there's 3 independent candidates, and independent writing candidates are saying Allentown is just more for than just the 1%, and a couple other candidates that I'm not going to mention names in this editorial because it veers from the point. All right, but this is also for no matter where you live. If candidates say that your area is the area you live is for everyone, here's something that really to take notice, and even on the state level on this one, okay, on the state and congressional level, we're for everyone. We support everybody from the homeless all the way up to the rich and upper class. Well, here's one thing. Here's a slight tip. Here's one major indication to see if they do or not. In Allentown, I take a couple of events have been held at one specific location in the city, which is not the most expensive place in the area, but it's also not a place that if you're making minimum wage, if you're making $10, $12 an hour, even in a warehouse position, that you can afford. I mean, I went to an event there last night, and I shelled out $265 plus a tip for a single glass of Diet Coke. So, and I've been there before, and the food, it's regular restaurant prices, but how can you say that you're for, not just for the 1%, not just for the, not just for the rich and the upper class, when all you're doing is having events at mid to upper range restaurants and places. I did not see one I did not see one candidate have any event on the east side of Allentown. Okay, it was, a few of the events that I did know about and attend were based in the Center City, new area around the arena, which a majority, 90 to 95% of that is for the rich and upper class. So for the candidates and even the ones that attended these events, how can this for all the voters to pay attention? How can they say that they're for everyone when, there's east side of Allentown, you have Top Diner, you have Staley Sports Bar, you have places that everybody goes to that everyone can afford, and yet you're having your events and attending these events and supporting this, and yet you're going to turn around and say, well, we're for everyone. What you say matters to us. It doesn't matter if you're living on the street. It doesn't matter if you're working at a fast food place making minimum wage. It doesn't matter if you're working in a warehouse but killing yourself for that 10 to 12 bucks an hour. We're for you. We will listen to you. We will stand for you. How the hell can anybody say that, honestly, if you're not going to go to at least have an event on the west side of Allentown, north of this Center City, that has several mom and pop diners everybody can afford. I think it's called the Colonial on 19th and Tillman. Excellent food, excellent service, half the price of your normal restaurants. How can you, Top Diner, Staley's Bar, just if, as a registered voter, going into the home stretch here, coming up on election day real fast, and also, going into next year where you have the state and congressional elections, if honestly, challenge the candidates to say, hey, look, you say you're for us, we'll prove it. Don't stand up there, don't put a wall between us and, okay, we're standing up here behind the mic with these other elected officials and things behind us, and and you're out there in the crowd. Challenge them to prove their words, because I'll tell you what, if they can't do that, if they can't do things, like that, like have events and support in the entire area, not just a few locations for the rich and upper class, then you know what? Honestly, I would, then it's time to really start questioning them, because if they won't do that in their candidacy and while they're running for an election, so the first question to ask them is, what makes us think you'll back up your words when you're in office? Michael Phoenix, founder of the magazine. Halloween's almost here. Going into the holidays. Stay safe. Thank you very much for the support. It means a hell of a lot. If you're in Lehigh Valley, you never know. You might see me around. Later.